So let's. I'm going to sort of restate what led up to this and where we're at, and then before we move further on that, I'm going to have the group kind of inventory magic items and potions, so that you can hand off anything you want to hand off to Greyhelm before you move forward, and then we'll kind of get to rolling on things. So last session, the group moved into the living dungeon that is currently heading towards Denmaryk. That will probably hit the city and absorb it by midnight. They went into the dungeon, clearly part of these Orndark people who seem to be serving the Lich King had already made their way in. The group traveled through several levels, various traps and doors. The most significant encounter of that was making their way down this icy shaft that was dangerous and then had these sort of ice slimes at the bottom. The group made their way, continued on. It was a blizzard room that required serious navigation. And then they found themselves in a portion, part of it leading on to what was clearly part of the dungeon, a kind of an ice cavern, and the other part leading into something that had clearly been absorbed by the dungeon. Made their way in there, found a cache for the Emperor, were able to daringly open it and find strong resources to resupply themselves in there, and then walked about 20 feet and saw that there was a white dragon in the next room. And at that point, they, discretion, better part of valor, they made their way past. And I'll kind of show that floor again really quick on Roll20. So on this Roll20 map, there was a well that went down. I'm tagging that. And then they exited via the lower exit, which is the one where Tallfoot and Winter are sort of placed. Made their way down into a room that they saw had sort of an icy, transparent floor and also had a stairwell going off from it. And I believe one person stealthed forward to get sort of the basic look, and I'm going to tell you that you were able to see people down below, and I'm going to come back to that in a minute. But let's talk about magic items and potions. Is there anything that needs to be handed off to John or is not in use? Potions or anything else wise?
I have a magic ring and a magic belt on my equipment list, which I'm carrying in my pack from the cache that we found.
That's right. That's the Ring of Sustaining, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I didn't write down all the details. I just wrote down that I've got one.
Okay.
Have those details.
I believe that is the ring that is +1 PD, and you don't have to eat or drink while you're wearing it. So are you offering that to Greyhelm?
Of course.
Greyhelm, would you like a +1 I don't have to eat ring? John?
Sorry, mute again. There we go. I don't think that I really need it at this point, so if you just want to hold on to it, that'd be fine.
Okay. And the belt is a belt of limb running. So...
very useful in a cave.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Could we have picked him up a +1 weapon out of the weapon cache, too?
I believe John already has a +1 sword, right?
I have a flaming +1 great axe.
Okay.
Oh, well, solves that problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I certainly have adventurer tier healing potions on my equipment list.
Do you have any healing potions, John?
I currently do not have any healing potions.
Okay. I suspect I've got several. And you may, because there was quite a lot of stuff in this cache, and we probably scored some.
And I think we had 5 healing potions.
Okay.
Plus the ones that allow you to save.
And we have 2 sets of weapon and armor oil. I don't know what that does, but it's champion level.
When you apply it to a weapon, it gives a +2 bonus, and also a random effect. It's the same thing for armor.
That doesn't stack, though, does it?
I don't believe it stacks with other magical effects, but let me quickly check that. Andrew, what's your remembrance of that?
I don't remember any further details.
Okay, let me check
Sorry.
real quick. I've got that right here. Do not stack with magic items' inherent bonuses. You use the higher bonuses. But magic swords and armor enjoy being enhanced with magic oil. A few have reportedly gone on strike, if not juiced up from time to time. So, John, you leveled up to 3. You're all set
I did
with that?
level up to 3.
Okay.
Yes.
And everyone else took their incremental?
Yes, we have not gotten a
Yes.
full rest still yet, have we?
That is very, very true.
Yes. I just took hit points.
Okay.
As usual.
Oh, we got
So-
we got an incremental. Okay.
Yes, you did last time, yeah.
So, how many healing potions would you like, Greyhelm?
If I can just get one at this point,
Okay.
that would be fantastic, and then we'll kind of go from there if I need additional,
Okay.
or when I need additional.
So to remind you about how healing works in 13th Age, of course, even healing potions are a quick action. Any kind of potion is a quick action to use. You can, as a standard action, rally once during a battle for free. Essentially, you use your recovery, you take your action to do that. After that, you have to make a check to try and rally again. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the map to show you what you see, and we'll talk about where everything is positioned. So, we come here to this map with the final chambers. You have been able to determine that the stairwell that you are closest by goes down to here. You'll see the lower middle stairwell. You can see into this big room here with all the people in it, and also into this side room pretty easily. You can see that the well that was in the other area seems to lead down into this room from the ceiling. You're guessing that the people here came through this top set of stairs. You're not able to see right now what's in these side rooms there, or there. So there may be others in there. Generally, you've been able to tell that there are a couple of these barbarians that seem to be ice-clad that look like they're magical. The 2 frozen shaman. The cold blade and the ice shield look like warriors. And then there is a figure of darkness standing over there near this chair. And there is what appears to be some sort of magical platform or circle with a great beast made of ice on it. So that's the information that the group got, with one person sort of stealthing over and coming back and reporting in. Now, you may, if you wish, at this point, if anyone wants to stealth up, make a stealth check. I will let you make that check, and if you're successful, I will let you ask a question about the situation to expand your knowledge. Does anyone wish to do that? The risks being that a failed stealth check may potentially alert them.
I'll certainly take a shot at that. And Chacon, you want to do the same? And you got those boots.
Andrew?
Yes, you're right. I do have Boots of Elven Kind, so I have +4 to my stealth checks. Hooray!
All right. Which of you wishes to go first?
I've got my character sheet right here, so why don't I go first?
Okay. Why don't you make a stealth check, dexterity, plus your appropriate stealth background, plus your +4.
Oh. There. Okay. And. It's, this one. A dexterity check.
Oh, it's that, and then add the +4 onto that, right? Or is that already counted in?
So that's a 19.
Okay. So
No, I didn't add it in.
So you do fairly well. You're able to kind of move and get a sense of the room. What is it that you want to know about the situation, Chacon, from your observations, from glancing and seeing what's going on? What do you want to know?
Okay. Are any of the people that we can... Are any of the creatures we can see looking like they're undead? Or are they...
Yes, in fact, it looks to you at a glance through here, carefully kind of narrowing your eyes and watching, you're not seeing any breath hanging in the air from any of them.
Right.
So it looks like perhaps all of them are undead or have been gifted by the Lich King's touch there. Okay.
Great.
Dusty. Oh yeah, you are on it. 31. I'll give you 2 questions with that incredibly high roll.
Okay, the first one, the big water thing or ice thing in the middle, does it look like it's bound? Like it's the heart of the dungeon and isn't really doing anything other than feeding the dungeon?
It's definitely not moving from the inside of that. While you can't tell if it's the heart of the dungeon, it does seem to be bound in place. You can see from here that sort of circle is inset a little bit. It's actually down a couple of feet. And while the shaman don't appear to be like actively holding it in, they do appear to be watching it.
Okay, then the follow-up question would
Yes.
be, does it look like there's anything I can tell, magical, physical, magical, whatever, that's actually binding it? Something we could potentially let it go with and would cause this whole thing to stop? Or that I could tell. I don't have a lot of
you don't think letting it go would necessarily stop it. You'd probably have to defeat it to stop the dungeon if it proves to be the heart of the dungeon. So does that answer your question?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Does anyone else want to stealth, or do you guys wish to kind of pull back and share information before we move on?
I don't think anybody wants me to stealth, so...
That is very true.
Nor I.
Yeah, the two plate.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. Nobody here. Yeah, I think we sounds like it would be wise if we did back up and regroup and plan our strategy here.
Okay. So we'll assume that you pull back out of line of sight of these people. And I'll tell you just the general thing. It does appear that they are kind of waiting on something. So the group gets together. I will let you freely discuss your plans for approach.
Irondale thinks that I think the stairway is a bad way to go. They'll bottleneck us at the bottom as soon as they spot us. It might
Well, we
be
could
better.
pop down the well too.
Yes,
The well
rappel
led
down
to the
the-
room.
Yes.
But it's certainly possible that we could approach in both directions, at least with William in his... William's very stealthy and I'm not too bad. So we could approach from both directions if there was only a few of us going down the stairs.
But will you and William have the strength to stand up if they focus on you at the bottom of the stairs?
Well, at the same time, like rappelling down the shaft like a SEAL Team Six,
Yes.
and hitting them from behind, because we could go down and then effectively go boo and run back up if we needed to.
Yes.
That's true. We can definitely draw attention away of one team or the other that way.
Yeah. Do we have a prime target? I mean, I guess that's probably would have been a better question for me to ask, is we see one guy on a throne. Do we assume that that's the person we're trying to hit?
I don't think he's on a throne, he's near the throne. This is the black figure.
Yes.
Well, do we think the black figure is the thing we want to hit? In which case, you guys might have an element of surprise if we draw attention. Stealth down the stairs.
Now was the Cold Blade? Was he actually facing into the room towards the elemental, or was he actually kind of looking in the direction of the well?
He is probably facing towards the elemental. I mean, imagine these people are kind of moving back and forth a few feet. They are clearly waiting.
Okay.
So he is not guarding the well. Is it that seems like a reasonable answer there?
Does anyone have any other big guns left to try to do a first strike against him, even if we wanted to?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a wizard with a fireball, which would have been
That's
nice.
I do have a question about a magic item that I can't remember if you guys picked up or left behind. The satchel with the string on it.
We have it.
Okay, I just want to make sure on that.
We do have the box
Right.
with the pull string.
Okay.
I don't know who's got it on there. It's not me who's carrying it. Otherwise, I would
Okay.
have put it in my inventory of.
I didn't quite catch that.
Yes.
Wow, we're kind of
Yes.
losing you a little bit, Chris. But yes.
Yeah, the weird leather box with the pull string. I am perfectly happy to pull that string and throw it in there.
You have no idea what it does.
Well, I was thinking it just pops up and makes like a raft, but at least it would be in the way.
That's true.
Just on an unrelated side note, I did notice on my character sheet I do have that ring against confusion.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's right.
if I do get hit with a confusion spell, things should be bad for somebody. Okay.
Yeah, you get to pick who you strike among the party,
Yeah, at least I get to choose.
or
So,
yourself.
Yeah, that is true. So
And we also have, I don't know who picked it up, but somebody picked up the Crusader cloak that allows them to teleport when not being watched.
I
That's
believe.
Arendelle, but
Arendelle.
I already used the one and didn't recharge, so I can't get it till a full heal.
Oh.
bummer.
And then we've still got those fire blade potions, right? Or fire
Yeah,
oil or
right.
whatever.
Essentially, that's a weapon oil. It's +1 to hit, +1 damage. So it doesn't necessarily stack with your basic thing, but it does add a fire element, which means if they're vulnerable to fire, it allows you to take advantage of that.
Okay.
Very handy for people who don't have magic weapons.
But we all do now.
Except Shakan was a little loaded with magic items, so...
Oh, yeah.
I have a regular sword, but which I use only in extremis. Plus, when I want to use a battle cry, I sneak up behind people.
Sneak up behind and then sound the horn.
Then shout. Call out, draw attention to myself.
So I heard splitting up and kind of using one group to draw the attention away and kind of coordinating that way. I heard everybody going down the well. Those were two things I heard in terms of the discussions. Is there another option, or do you want to debate about those things? Or do you want to get more information?
The information at hand, I actually prefer that we would go down the well, just because I think it'll be quicker and a little bit quieter, and there's only one bad guy in that room, where we can get kind of, Dutch pile on the rabbit if we end up going down the stairs. So that's my 2 cents.
Well, and the fighter and the paladin can block that archway there, and the rest of the party can basically rain down from behind us.
Exactly.
All right. What does everybody else think?
We can do that. You're going to come clanging down there. I don't know how much of maybe a round of surprise or something like that. But how quickly do we think we can all get down the well? Is it big enough for us to go down?
Oh yeah, it is quite a large well.
Okay, that's right. Okay. And if they're not facing, we could probably drop ropes and they wouldn't necessarily notice.
Someone throws something down the stairwell, it'll draw their attention, and then we all go down the well. Or if you want to split, then we do it that way.
That's interesting.
I could draw their attention from the stairwell quite easily. While you are descending down the well.
Do you have any sort of illusionary sound effect that we might be able to place in the stairwell?
Oh.
Sounds awful bardy.
Yeah. I have several spells. I have my vicious mockery spell. I have soundburst, which is the big daily one, and I don't have an item that would do that, and I don't have a throwing your voice thing. But other than that,
But you have performance and performance skills.
I can attract their attention by essentially playing. Yes.
So mechanically, let's consider how we would handle that. We would have the rest of the group getting into position to drop down into the large room through the well. They would go down. We would have you make a check, Shakan, on that round to draw their attention.
Yes.
And then the group would come in on that round, and then the following round we would allow you to essentially move over to the well and go down with a decent check. Does that seem reasonable? Or continue up at the top of the stairs? What do you think?
I think that sounds fine.
Arundel's all for that plan.
Okay. I'm being generous about Shakan's fleetness of foot, but we will do that.
I have +1 to disengage because of my boots of elven kind.
Yes. I assume that you are speedy on your feet with those. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put figures on the board here, just to kind of get myself a positioning here. Can I have one of you, of the 4 that are kind of moving back through the well, just make a simple stealth, let's not make too much noise in that area with the giant dragon roll.
Oh, there's a bypass area, so
Yeah, I just want to make sure that nobody clangs. Just nobody rolls a 1.
So we all need to make stealth
Nope,
checks?
just one person needs to make a
Alright.
stealth check.
All right, Tallfoot, you're up.
I can roll a 1 as well as any of you, but okay.
All right.
That
No 1.
that
Close though.
well, that's a 5. So, but no. So the group is there in position. Shakan is in position there where you are. Let's go ahead before we get into anything hot and heavy. Let's go ahead and do initiatives, just so that we have that all available to us. I've added turns for everyone. If you want to go ahead and roll your initiative and put that in. And don't forget when you type it in to hit enter. Okay, that is them, and they have a... Okay, shaman is... And the thing is... And deployed is 8. And action is... Okay. Winter, what's yours?
It's 27.
27?
that's one.
Great.
Yeah, it was. Well, remember, I took one of the feats to increase the initiative. That she's always looking in the right. She's always just happens to be ready or looking in the right direction.
And you were at 12, John, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to reset this. All right.
Hey, Lowell,
Yes.
before we start, I want to apply the oil to my weapon before
Okay.
I start combat.
All right. The +2 oil or the
Yes.
+1 with the fire?
The +2
Okay.
random effect.
And that's +2 to hit, +2 damage.
Okay, and is there a random effect on that? Or no?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it just-
Thank you for reminding me. I believe that you get to roll percentiles.
Oh no, those are runes. Those are runes.
Oh,
not-
yeah, you're right.
We had some runes as well, but I don't know who has those. But the oil's good enough for now.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone else wish to apply that? We'll consider it affecting for the battle if you wish to apply that.
I wouldn't mind getting the armor version of that on.
Okay. So it applies to your AC, +2 AC then.
Okay.
And I'll,
And the-
I'll... Sorry, go ahead.
Lowell, you were saying that if you apply the fire oil and you have a magic weapon, it won't add to the damage or the attack, but it'll add the fire effect. So if they have some sort of vulnerability to fire, then it will help us.
Yes.
'Cause I'm going to use that.
Okay. So that will add a fire element to that. Is everyone set? Okay. So let's begin with Shakan. Let's have you describe what you're doing to draw their attention here. Are you muted, Andrew?
Yes, I'm muted.
Okay.
I was drinking my tea.
Oh.
I'm thinking that I would use my extempo or monarch background, which is my bardic song contest-winning background, to make up a song that would be insulting to followers of the Lich King.
All right.
And that I would then medley that into the Song of Heroes,
Okay.
which is the bardic song that I normally start combats with.
So
So,
let's begin then on this round. We'll have that Song of Heroes go off on the following round. But let's start with you rolling your performance. We'll see the volume and the attention that you draw with this performance.
Sure. And that's going to be a charisma check. Submit.
Oh, very nice. So that will echo down there, sort of reflections of that song that you sang before a little bit. And just for a moment, I'm going to roll a d6 if you don't mind.
Go ready.
Damn. Okay. So
I have one mechanical question.
Yes.
Do you want me to keep using the Chaos Bolt random damage that I rolled last session? Or shall I roll it again this
I
session?
am going to allow you to decide.
Okay, I'll just roll it again then.
Okay.
So rather than scroll back and find
Fair
what
enough.
I did last session.
All right, so I'm going to say this figure will come over and kind of throw this door open to look. We'll say the shaman who's that way, that and that. Move out. That. And the other people won't hear that quite yet. So, I'm going to have, we're going to say, because of that distraction, I'm not even going to make you make a climbing check. You guys are professionals, and you're very wary after last session, so you're a little more cautious about not falling down wells. And you will land back behind there. You don't have to make a stealth check because their attention is certainly captured by this magnificent song that is echoing. You can hear it throughout here. You'll see even the elemental's attention is kind of drawn by that. So, Winter, let's start with you.
Okay. Winter is going to... Chat box keeps popping up in strange places. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's distracting. Winter is going to first off do her invocation of the knowledge domain.
Okay.
So that she, when... What is it that we get? That we get the ability to re-roll.
The escalation die reroll. Okay.
Yes. So, I'll post that.
Okay.
So, just to make sure that we've got that out of the way.
Absolutely.
And so...
A reroll with +2.
And I'm working on the assumption that we were assuming we were going to fight. I don't think anybody actually said that, but... So, then the people that we can see from here, we see an elemental...
Mm-hmm.
We see all... Well, and we've got this guy right in front of us, correct?
Got the cold blade right in front of you, and you probably have line of sight on the shaman there pretty easily, too. That one there.
So I actually attracted the elemental. Interesting.
So, Chris, why don't you roll your d6? Okay. Oof.
There you go, Lowell. You're looking for something nice.
Yes.
6 to help you, I'm sure. Okay. Then, well, I'm assuming as we get down, then if this cold blade was distracted, then we'll have a chance to... Winter will have a chance to pull her spear off her back.
Mm-hmm.
And the smartest move she could do is... And so cold blade, is that... We're saying this is one of the barbarian tribe people in basically a cold armor spell?
Well, no, actually, when you look, it looks like their skin is frozen, like they were kind of buried in the snow, and you can see that they are clearly undead, that they have been turned. They look fresher than many undead, like they've gone through some ceremony to take on this power. Their hair has gone shocked white. And they definitely, you can see the splits in the skin from where the rapid freezing kind of blew things out. Their lips are probably frozen in a rictus and pulled back and cracked.
Valis is going to take her spear and she's going to whisper. Winter's going to take her spear and whisper quietly, "Valis, help us!" and take a strike at him.
Okay.
Whatever this is.
The Cold Blade. He is not aware, but he need AC 16 to hit him. And you guys will have full surprise this round. All right. So you will hit, and you will do 12 points of damage as the spear enters in. The sort of a shocked motion as the spear, he looks down and sees it come out his front. Tallfoot.
I will move up and engage also.
Okay. Need to hit a 16 to hit this fellow.
Alright, I'll just do this one more shortcut. Man, I'm pulling it off just like last week.
Okay. So while you won't hit a vital, you'll come up and cut into him for the miss damage as your blade goes across. Frozen Shaman did that. Shikon started the song. Now, Shikon, do you want to stay there or take this round to move over to appear next round down below?
I thought because it was a surprise round, only the first 2 people got to act, and then we moved on.
Oh well, I'm actually going to let the group essentially act, but I want to know what your intention is on. Are you intending to break off or move, or are you actually going to stay here?
I'm playing the Song of Heroes and going down the stairs.
Oh, okay, all right. So we will put you on the map on next round.
Yes.
Skip, Greyhelm.
I'm no longer on mute. Okay, I'm moving over to Mr. Coldblade, and I'm going to attack, popping my fire effect on my sword.
Okie dokie. Need to hit a 16.
Alright.
No escalation die.
Alright.
So that will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I get to roll an additional die 10 for damage. 1 second, please.
And that's 6 more.
Mm-hmm.
That will drop him. Collapses to the ground as the fire cuts into him. Irindel, you're going to finish this up on this round.
Right. If I wanted to, how far could I move into the room?
I would say, because you moved down, you might be able to, maybe move to engage the cold blade, but not attack.
Okay, then I'm just going to move to block the opening.
Okay, go ahead and grab yourself and put yourself in place. And I am going to.
I'm sorry. I'm also going to pop Halo.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And let me see now. He is a. Where are we? Copy. Let me come back to here. Drop that down there. Okay. And he is that. Okay. So. And we're going to go to escalation die 1. And Winter is going to start us off again. I haven't yet made the cool flipping die. So here's my 1 up in the top corner. Escalation die 1. You've drawn the attention. The song is still echoing throughout here. And now the tenor has changed. And you'll feel that Song of Heroes and you did well enough. I'll let you apply that effect if you want on this round, Shikan. And is that a +1?
Yeah.
Might be muted.
It starts immediately, so it affects everyone this round.
Okay.
And it was essentially anyone who can hear the song. So I'd imagine that's pretty much everyone in the group.
Absolutely. And +1 is the bonus, or
Sure is.
okay, and that's to the 2-hit roll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Attack bonus +1.
All right.
Until the start of the turn, so each turn I have to roll sustain to keep it going.
Okay. Winter, you start us out this round. What do you wish to do?
I want to move just a little bit forward so that I have better view. So the Winter has better view.
Okay.
And
She's concerned about Shakan getting.
attacked by all of those. This is the ice shield is the closest one to him.
Yes.
Okay, is it possible for her to
Shoot a javelin of faith that far?
Does it hit far targets? I think so.
just one nearby enemy?
Nearby. You know what? It's a room. I'm going to say, yeah, you're not. I mean, it's not hugely far away. You can make it over there with a full move. So, let's have you make that roll if you wish.
Okay, so she'll
Hold
hold out.
out her hand and invoke Valis, and then we'll see what happens. And that didn't look particularly good, so I guess it sort of fizzles with.
All right. So it takes a little bit of mist damage. Essentially, that boots and crackle and so on. And again, this room super cold. You got that sort of echoey cold. It's like you're in a freezer here. Your breath is white in the air. There's a fine powder as you walk around the crack of what moisture had once been in here. Tallfoot on 26.
I am going to attempt to hide in shadows.
Okay. The highest MD that is nearby to you at this moment is only a 13.
Oh, I can fail that.
That's a good question, Winter, but no.
Yes.
Okay. So you are fully ninja'd. I put the little ninja token on you, and you have gone into the shadows.
Right, and I'll come back on my round.
Yep.
Next turn.
Absolutely. Frozen Shaman. Seen. They hear the see people moving over towards there, and then they hear this noise over that way, and they will take shots over at the halo-ridden Irindel, which may be to their regret. What is your MD, Irindel?
19.
19. Okay. So that is that plus. So they will draw out and let loose these frozen black orbs will shoot across the battlefield at you. And the first one will hit, and that does 7 points. And that wasn't a 15, so it doesn't do any of that. I'm sorry, no, 5 points. It's 5 points psychic damage. I apologize.
Right, Halo's down, so they only need the second one needs a 17 to hit me.
Okay, second one will also fire and will also hit you for another 5 points. Eventually, they turn, let this loose, and the two of these orbs crash into you.
Who's doing that? The shaman?
The shaman.
Shamans.
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 The shaman.
Oh, I thought there was two of them firing at me.
Yeah, but I think the plural for shamans is shaman, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what I was going to
remember.
say.
Oh,
Is a shaman or a
English.
shaman?
What a great language. Shakan.
Okay, I'm going. Can I, as I can see the ice?
Shield
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to Chaos Bolt him.
Awesome. All right. To hit the ice shield, PD need a 15.
Okay, let's go. So, zap. That's a hit.
That will hit.
And I need to roll. That was an even number. Oh, excellent.
Good.
That means I get to do the random energy,
Okay.
which is going to be fire.
Oh,
just
you
what I
lucked out
wanted.
there, sir.
So, I'm a lucky man today.
Very
And
nice.
if you roll an even number, I also get the chaotic benefit. I think.
Okay.
Just
So right now he's taking 15.
if the natural attack roll was even, you get the chaotic benefit as if you gathered power.
Oh.
So I'm going to roll that as well. And my chaotic benefit is 3 damage to a nearby enemy.
Okay. I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to apply it to the person that you're firing at down at the bottom.
Sure.
Okay. So your firebolt will flash down and hit this figure as he's opened the door, and he will cry out.
Yep.
All right.
Excellent. And I should also roll to sustain
Oh, that's right.
my song. And that would be this one. Nope. That was the battle cry.
Oh.
Wrong button.
Too many macros.
Sustain.
So it is sustained.
Everyone gets +1 this round as well.
All right.
Yes.
So
So I'm presumably by the end of all that, I'm going to be at the bottom of the stairs.
okay. On 17, then this ice shield burning will charge forward. This other one will move up, effectively blocking the white who is assessing the situation. He will draw a blade. So the shield is going to make an attack on you. What is your AC?
It's not terribly good. 15, I think.
15, okay.
16.
16. He will
That's
hit for 6 points of damage as his cold blade cuts across you.
Done. Okay.
And then you guys will see on 13 these doors on the far side open, and you will see a somewhat larger frozen figure come out. He has a set of ice thralls with him, again frozen warriors, like simple servants that have been frozen. He looks like perhaps one of the ceremonial leaders of the Orndark. He has the jewelry and marks, and he's in his finest armor. He is also frozen, and you will see that he has a large axe in his hand, but across his back you will see that there is a great black onyx spear that he has, that even from where all of you are at, you can feel the malice echo from that.
So get hit by that one.
Greyhelm on 12.
I'm looking forward to getting hit by that thing.
Yes.
Okay. So I come up to this point and I yell out to Arundel, do I hold or should I go after one of these?
Well, depends on how fast they close with us. I say we engage rapidly.
So I more or less say that as I'm passing through, How far can I get, Lowell?
You could engage the Cold Blade or the Frozen Shaman that's directly in front
I'm
of
going
you.
to go after the Frozen Shaman.
Okay, so
Because...
I imagine that you're an imposing figure. You're tall. You go rushing across this floor. You have sword, right?
No, Flaming Great Axe.
Flaming Great Axe come charging around as this Frozen Shaman, who's for a moment was chuckling at having struck the Paladin, and then your figure comes looming out across there.
I do also have the threatening class feature, so if he tries to disengage with me, he has a -4 penalty.
Okay. You have a total of an additional +2 from the Song of Heroes and from the escalation die.
Okay, so I roll.
AC 17.
AC 17. Well, the 32 might do.
Yes. All right. So you will cut into the shaman. He's still up, but staggers back from that. What was your base roll there?
The base roll was a 19.
Okay, so that actually doubles to a 36.
Okay, plus the 7 from the fire damage.
Which is also... you run across the floor and cut that shaman down. Your axe makes a sizzle on the ice as it crackles through him, and he kind of splits open, like the freezing kind of gave way as the flaming axe cut through him. And he drops to the ground, and you will see the Frostbeard behind him and his thralls make eye contact with you.
And that's where I do the free action soliloquy, come get you some.
Okay. All right. Then I think the Demi-White is going to move over to where you're at, since you have just cut down one of the shaman in a bold display. He draws out his blade and goes to swing at you. What is your AC?
Currently it's 22.
22. Wow. I probably can't hit that. Oh, look at that. That's 10 points of damage.
Ow.
And 8 points of ongoing negative damage.
Awesome.
Okay. The Cold Blade will go and will move up on you, Arendelle. Arendelle, what is your AC?
Only 25 right now.
Only 25.
Oh.
So, but that's not odd. So 3 points of damage.
They're hitting me like crazy.
It is a good day. Arendelle, you close out the round.
Alright, I'm just going to strike back at this point.
All right, to hit the AC 16 for this guy.
Nope.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Oof. Yeah, even with the bonus, essentially hits you sort of out of the corner of your eye, kind of comes in. You're drawn. Attention was perhaps drawn by Greyhelm's charge. This thing comes in, clips you a little, and you will try to respond. What's your miss damage? 3?
Yeah, my miss damage is 3, yes.
Okay. Do you have any other quick actions or things I should know about?
Not this round.
Okay. Top of the next round, we are on an escalation die whose number is 2. And Winter, you're going to start us out.
Okay, Winter, seeing things getting hairy, regretting the fact that she's already used her turn undead, so she can't use it again, is going to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Which will be, and she's going to cast it broadly so that she can help. As I understand it, it means I can raise the armor class of 3 nearby people, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
So how is Greyhelm too far away to be considered near?
No, he is nearby.
Okay, then I'll add +1 AC to
Greyhelm, Arendelle, and Tallfoot.
Okay.
I mean, can I add it to Tallfoot if I can't see?
See him, or
I'm going to say you have enough experience working with him. If you hadn't seen him do this before, I would say no, but you have.
Is that a +3?
It's It's +1
since I'm spreading it over 3 of you.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
So that's a quick action, right?
It's a standard spell.
Oh, isn't it?
Oh, a standard spell. Okay. So any other quick actions I should know about? Or movement?
Oh, no, you're correct.
Sorry, it is a quick action to cast. So
Okay.
does that mean I can actually do a melee attack, or can I do a Javelin of Faith also?
You have a standard action left, so you can make an attack.
Excellent. Okay.
Then I will do a. Well, this one's just a little bit out of my line of sight.
And feel free to position yourself wherever you want.
Well, but I can't believe this.
And during this, I have a question: is the elemental doing anything?
No, the elemental will probably, its attention will be drawn. Probably the thing that it reacts most to is when that flaming great axe comes out, it rolls over to that corner. And perhaps looks a little more angry.
Are we getting the sense then that it's contained on this pedestal?
It certainly hasn't rushed out to kill you guys yet.
That's what I had asked before. It looks to me like it might be changed.
Yeah, and imagine it's not a raised pedestal, it's actually down a couple feet.
Right. Excellent.
Okay. Well, then, with that, Winter is actually would like to cast a Javelin of Faith on this frozen shaman.
Okay. All right. Conversion pit.
Well, that was interesting. Oh, there we go.
Okay, and that's versus PD on the shaman. That will hit, actually, and so that's 12 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it was weird. It took a second for that to resolve for me.
Corrupted or something.
Okay. So this thing, the shaman is sort of moving. You will see a frozen chunk of the ceiling fall down and crack across its skull there. It'll kind of be attention drawn by that. Doesn't know what happened. Tallfoot on 26.
Okay, I'm going to pop out a shadow here. And do a tumbling strike, I think, against this cold blade.
Okay, his AC is a 16. You have a +3 from the song and the escalation die.
And it doesn't include it because I don't know how. I haven't figured out the macro, so
right.
It's a +4 with the +1 weapon.
Okay.
To whatever I roll. So let's pray to God I can hit something here. Oh my God.
And that's a +4 on top of that, so you will not hit with that.
Man, 5 and 3 so far. I'm on a roll.
Do you have any other quick actions to do?
Nope.
Okay. Frozen Shaman. Well, there's only one of them left. Line of sight is blocked to that. He will fire at the rogue who has just appeared. What is your MD?
It is a whopping 12, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 14.
14. He will do 5 points of psychic damage.
Arg.
Essentially, the orb strikes you square in the back, and you'll feel a kind of a shock of icy pain. Shakan.
Okay, I'm going to quick action sustain my Song of Heroes. Sustained.
Awesome.
Everyone's still got +1, including me. And
because I'm engaged, I'm going to attack with my scimitar the ice shield.
All right. AC
in front of me.
18.
Okay, let's give it a go. That's a hit.
Okay.
Doing 12 points of damage, and because it's a hit, and it's a low, odd hit, I can use
use my Take Heart battle cry.
Okay.
Someone I know has something they need to save against, and they should do that now.
John, would you like
I
to...
believe that's Irindel.
Irindel?
Actually, isn't it Micah with his?
It's got the ongoing damage.
Who's got Micah? Sorry, yes.
Micah,
carry on.
yes. Micah.
Okay. What sort of
Roll
a
a save against your ongoing damage. Just a regular one, isn't it?
Yes, 11 plus.
1 second.
So you may not take any ongoing damage if you're lucky.
1 moment. Sorry.
No. It's okay.
Alright, where are my saves?
Just type /R D20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Awesome.
unfortunately not.
Bummer.
That means you take your ongoing damage. Anyway, okay, that's the end of my turn.
The ice shield is staggered, but still present, and
That's news.
he will attempt to. Actually, she will attempt to return the blow. Your AC is what?
16.
16. So that will hit for 6 points of damage. Essentially, just kind of cutting at you with the sword there. I'm going to say that the other ice shield is still trying to get in there. These things are not particularly bright. And
That's okay. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
okay. Frostbeard will bound across the battlefield at you, John. What is your AC?
Currently 23.
23. That will miss. This axe cleaves by you. It is frosted, and you'll feel the cold as it drives it, and will shatter some of the stone and icy floor when it impacts there. The thralls just seem to be hovering around. They don't actually attack. Greyhelm.
Okay. Let me look at something here really quick. Alright. Just wanted to see how cleave works in this world.
Okay.
So, since I have lots and lots of targets. Okay, I'm supposed to take another 8 points of damage.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so that's fine. Alright, so
You could always do a quick action to drink a potion.
Oh, that will stop it?
That won't stop it, but it'll get you a recovery.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm still good. I'm still
Good. That's what I want to hear. Push your luck.
Alright, so I think I'm going to shift my attack to Greybeard, since he seems to be a little bit more threatening to me.
The name is Frostbeard.
Whatever. Escalation dice is at 2.
Plus 1 from your bardic companion,
Okay,
right?
so that would be 30.
Okay.
Plus I'm assuming I hit.
Yes.
Alright, and then he also takes an additional 7 points.
Okay. So he's going to take 25 points from that. We will cut into him, and he does. And definitely, you are the man to be killed on the battlefield right now. Actually, was that a? What was your rolled was an even hit, so this other thing doesn't go off when you do that.
Okay.
It looks like the thralls, as you go to strike, try to move in to get in the way of the blow.
Gotcha.
Denmaryk is going to again pull back this sword and go to strike at you. Your AC is
23.
will miss.
Yay!
Damn it.
The dice go cold.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I've still got a cold blade on Arendelle, and I've hit her every time. So
Yes, you have.
this is +8 versus your AC of 23.
26 right now.
26. That is not high enough. The cold blade goes to swing at you, and it doesn't do any kind of mist damage. So we go to the third round of escalation. Escalation die is a 3.
What about
Sorry. Gosh. I
Gyarados?
just wanted to skip you because you can do some damage. So escalation die is a 2. You get a +1 from Chacon. What do you wish to do?
I'm attacking the Cold Blade again.
Cold Blade. Cold Blade is AC 16.
I rolled a 2 this time instead of a 1.
Okay, your missed damage is 3. Arendelle, you will hear the voice of the priestess in your head. And she will say, you need to strike true to defeat the Lich King. And you may re-roll.
Take heart in the priestess's guidance. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, that's 8.
That's a crit for me because of my belt, my dwarven belt of sharpening.
So 36 points?
Actually, 38 because I didn't add the extra 1 in for the oil. So 38.
You take heart in the priestess's voice in your head, and you cut this thing down with a swift single strike.
All right, then I think I'm going to leap forward to help Greyhelm here.
Okay. Do you have any ongoing?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so you can move up on there. All right. Awesome. You cut that down. That voice is in your head. And you will move up. We're on round 3. Winter. Look at this mess.
I know. Okay, Winter is going to... So we still have this shaman down here, the last frozen shaman. Is she staggered?
The last frozen shaman is not staggered yet.
Okay, then she's going to...
Use her Javelin of Faith against that one again.
Okay. PD is a 13.
Okay, that should be good.
Oh, unfortunately.
Wait,
So that's not... Did, so
what bonuses do I get? Does that count? Is that a total critical?
So you would have gotten +3 from the escalation die.
right.
+1 from Song of Heroes still?
Right. So what did I need? I need a 13.
Need a
So I just
13.
So she got lucky.
She dodged. She dodged an icicle.
Yes. Another twisted frozen ankle. You'll see the shaman probably will look at you now, can sense that flow of divine energies, and now realizes that you're the one who's been doing this, and you have her attention.
Winter blows her a kiss.
Tallfoot on 26.
I'm freaking useless because I can't hit the broadside of a bar. I'm just going to try to pop in shadows again.
Okay. MD is still a 13.
All right.
For the ones that are available and can worry about that. Yes. So you will drop into shadows.
All right, that'll give me one turn not to roll bad.
Okay.
So there you go.
Frozen Shaman will let loose with another one of these orbs at you, Winter. Winter, what is your MD?
My MD is 15.
15. So that will hit, and you're going to take 5 points of damage, but no ongoing from that shot. Shakan. staggered
Okay,
ice shield before you.
Yes, I'm not far off being staggered myself, but that doesn't matter right now. Sustaining my Song of Heroes as a quick action.
All right.
Not this turn. So that comes to an end. But one of my nearby allies now gets +2. So I'm going to say, Micah Greyhelm, you now have a +2 for your next attack roll.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
Instead of the +1 you were getting for everyone, you just get +2 yourself. Okay, and I'm engaged, so no spells from me. I'm just going to use my scimitar.
AC 18.
That's a hit.
And that will drop the ice shield.
Excellent.
Does that pop any effects?
It certainly should. There will be. Okay, it's not much chop, but it was a hit, which means at least we have Take Heart, which means somebody who's got a save ends coming up, such as Micah, I believe,
Yes.
can roll a save again right now.
Right now?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, now all you gotta do is not roll a 3. That would be awesome.
Hey!
So your ongoing damage is gone.
Excellent.
Right. The ice shield. Oh, do you have anything else, Chacon? Sorry.
Well, since Song of Heroes ended, I could conceivably run the fuck up the stairs.
You could.
Run up the stairs without using the swear word. I might actually try and see if he follows me up the stairs.
Okay.
So yeah, I will retreat up the staircase.
All
And
right.
see if the ice shield follows me, and if he doesn't, then that might distract him, and I can come back down later next round.
Okay. The ice shield. Let's roll. The ice shield will actually. You go running up the stairs. The ice shield will fall back.
Excellent.
And probably move. Let's see. So it's probably going to have to come around over this way.
Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted to hoped it would do. So that gives me a chance to come back down the stairs next turn. Thank you. Bye.
Frostbeard will move to strike at Greyhelm. What is your AC, John?
23.
23. Oh, come on. He's so awesome. He's so awesome, and he can't hit.
I'm all right with that.
Wah,
Yeah, I know
wah.
that feeling.
Yeah. Greyhelm, Frostbeard's...
Lowell, was that so that's a natural 3?
That is a natural 3.
Can I curse him?
Yes. As he swings, I'm going to say one of his 3 Ice Thrall interceptors gets in the way of his own blow, and Frostbeard cuts them down. How does that sound?
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Excellent. Greyhelm. Now, what will you
Okay,
do?
I think...
Irondell has moved up shoulder to shoulder with you.
Thank you, sir. Am I on? Oh, good. Make sure I wasn't on mute.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to make another attack.
Who are you switching at? Greybeard?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. AC of 20.
Okay. What's the dies at 3?
And you have a +2 from that Song
Yep.
of Heroes.
So the 31 might hit.
31 might hit.
Oh, let me roll the extra damage.
Okay.
And then he takes another 3.
Another 3. So that's going to be 21 points of damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
He is not yet staggered.
I didn't expect him to be.
Okay. Slice into him, but it is and that was that an odd roll?
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
In that case, then that's going to be reduced actually by, that'll go down to 34. Essentially, when you go to cut through, one of the thralls steps in the way. You cut him down, but some of the blow still lands on Frostbeard.
Okay.
All right.
I got to remember to use my abilities too. I
Okay.
keep forgetting about them.
Yeah.
All right, go.
All right. The Demi-White, now with Irindel having moved up to engage there, we'll draw, with your holiness, we'll draw its attention, and it will take a swing at you. What is your AC, Irindel?
26.
26. Well, that could hit. It could happen. No. So its black unholy sword comes swinging past you and misses. Irindel.
Right, I smite it in return.
Excellent. AC is 21.
It takes 18.
18 points of damage on it. Nice. Not staggered. It is still up, but you hit it soundly. And you roll just that. Anything else I should know about?
No, that's all I have.
Okay. The escalation die has moved up to 4. Winter on 27.
Okay.
Of my comrades, who looks staggered? Of the ones I can see.
I don't think anybody's staggered yet, are they?
Nah.
Not yet.
Okay. So I know that.
The Greyhelm has taken some damage, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
And I've seen a couple blows there from the white and whatnot. So I'm going to use a quick action to cast. Well, I guess I'm assuming that you'd want to use it, but that's one of the weirdnesses about 13th Age, right? So if I cast a healing spell, it lets them use a recovery.
It lets them use your recovery. Now, here's what happens with that. Because the game allows you to work into the meta, you can actually ask him if he wants it.
Okay, because otherwise it might not make sense for me to cast a spell. I might be forcing him to use a recovery, which could be sort of unusual or warped.
Greyhelm, do you wish to use a recovery?
I would take it because I've already taken some 20-some-odd points of damage, so that would be good.
Okay.
Why don't I do then? I'll use my daily cure wounds, and you get a free recovery then.
Oh, even better.
Okay. Roll your recovery dice, John. Ooh, look at that.
That puts me back on top.
That does. And so that was a quick action or standard?
So on my second.
The remainder of my turn, I'd like to use a Javelin of Faith, and going back to my favorite person in this room, the Frozen Shaman.
All right.
I'm just gonna say yoo-hoo. Don't forget about me.
PD 13
Let's just try. There we go.
will hit. Do 13 points of damage. It is now staggered from that strike.
As another icicle falls down from the ceiling,
Yes.
smacking her
Raining,
in the back, right?
raining down. There's probably a hole in the ceiling above her now.
You really need to work on maintaining your household.
Tallfoot, you're in the shadows. Where do you wish to appear? You can go anywhere that you could normally move. Frostbeard.
Yes.
Shaman.
I'm gonna pop behind Frostbeard
Okay.
and see if I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Okay. His AC is a 20. You have a +4 from the escalation die.
And another +1 from the magic.
That's right.
So, let's see what I can do. I really want to hit him. Hold on. Let's do a tumbling strike, if I can find it.
Ugh.
You've got to be kidding.
So you will get up, and you will cut across him. Uh, Again, the ice and the cold is not what you are used to. Um,
Yeah, obviously.
you don't have anything for a reroll on any strikes or anything?
I really would.
No.
Oh wait, actually I do. Lethal.
Okay. Do you wish to
Oh, I
reroll that?
forgot about that. Yeah, thank God.
Okay.
Let me try that again. +5.
Plus 5?
21.
21, so that'll hit. So you'll do 10, doubled, right?
Right, plus my sneak attack damage, which will be also doubled.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So 22 points of damage.
All that for 22 points.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And the Ice Thrall cannot intercept since that's a sneak attack. The Frostbeard, that gentleman, when your blade cuts into him, he does his staggers, kind of looms forward from that.
Oh, he staggers?
Yeah.
Then he takes another 5 from me kicking him in the butt.
Okay. You give him a swift kick with the boots. Okay. He is well and truly staggered. Frozen Shaman will move and let loose again. MD Winter.
Let's see.
Oh, hey.
15.
Lol.
Yes.
I also get to make a quick disengage, and then if I make it, move
Okay.
again.
So Winter, I'm sorry, you said
15.
15. So that will hit, and you'll take another 5 points of psychic damage.
Bring it on.
All right. Roll your disengage, William. So yeah.
All right.
Where do you wish to move to?
I will wish to move to KC would be ticked, which is doubtful. But whee!
Okay, run back behind.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Shakan.
Right. I'm going to catch my breath and recover.
Nice.
Excellent. So that takes me up to full hit points, which is excellent. And then nip back down the stairs
Okay.
to see what's happening and make sure that I'm sort of out here for the moment
Okay.
where I can see everybody. And next round I'll start throwing magic around and
All right.
so on. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. The ice shield will run around the floor to come at you, Winter. Charges, gets the sort of hand axe up and goes to swing at you. What is your AC?
It is 18.
So
Ooh.
that is a crit. So you will take 12 points of damage.
Okay. And since that is a crit, I have my invocation of justice, correct, that I can use?
Yes.
I have the same, so attack reroll.
Oh, you want to have her? So who wants to pop it?
Oh, no, it doesn't. It's all of us. It's not actually the invocation. It's part of the domain.
Oh, okay. Is it once per battle or is it all every time?
Every time a crit scored on an ally or one of our allies is put down, we get an attack reroll.
You guys are awful, terrible people. All right, so I'm going to reroll my attack on you with the ice shield, Winter.
No. We get it
No, that-
against. We get to keep
Oh,
it.
you get it. Okay, well I still do the damage, then I'm fine with
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes. So what was the damage again?
12 points.
Ooh. Yes, I am staggered.
Good. Frostbeard.
Hey, Winter, who are you giving the reroll to? I think you have to give it to someone. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember if I can give it to myself.
I can, but I had to use a feat to be able to do that, so I don't know if you can.
I think I did take that feat, so yes, I can. I think I can. Yeah, I can give it to myself.
Okay.
Handing it off to yourself?
This time, yes. Since I'm in hand to hand.
And I think I better.
Fair enough. All right, John. Frostbeard. Let's see what I can do here. What is your AC?
23.
Finally.
Okay, well, I'm going to invoke Heavy Warrior, which means that while I'm wearing heavy armor and I get attacked, as a free action, I could take half damage.
You are a terrible person.
I know.
8 points of damage.
All right.
And so his axe rings against your heavy armor there. And it is your turn, sir.
Okay.
Don't forget to use your abilities.
Well, that's one thing I was going to mention. I have as an ability, it's called Carve an Opening. Since I rolled an odd roll last time, it actually expands my crit range. So now if I roll greater than an 18, I'll do a crit. So let's see what happens here.
16. You have a fire axe.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. 16.
Yeah. You don't need to roll that high, though.
Well, you know, I didn't.
Good. But a 28 will still hit.
Yeah, let me roll the fire damage.
Okay. So,
Ooh, another whole 2 points.
80. Frostbeard remains standing, and that was, you had an even roll, so the thrall does not intercept. Anything else I should know about?
Let me do a quick look. No, everything else is pretty much geared towards if I miss, so
Okay.
we're good.
All right. Is anything going to trigger from your roll?
No.
Okay. The demi-white on Irindel. Let's see. +9. I could do it. No, that's not going to happen. Again, that black blade sings out and misses you, Irindel. Your action.
Alright, I strike in return.
All right. AC 21. That'll hit.
So, actually, that's one more damage because of the extra oil.
16, so
16.
34. The white is staggered. All right. We move into the 5th round of this battle. And Winter, you start us out again.
Okay, Winter's going to
To brandish her spear and take a strike at the ice shield,
Okay.
hoping that she can take this one down relatively quickly.
AC is 18.
And the escalation is at a 5.
At a
correct?
5.
Okay. Oh.
So I don't think that's a hit, is it?
Well, let's see. I'm not sure. It should have the escalation in there. So no, I don't think that is a hit. And I don't think I have enough that I could add otherwise to make it hit.
Do you want to use your reroll on that?
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, I would.
Okay. AC 18.
Okay. Much better.
All right. Oh, is that a 20?
That's a crit.
Ugh.
Yes, it is.
24 points of damage. It is staggered, but still up from that hit. Your spear goes right through it. What does your spear look like? Is it just a kind of standard spear, or is it anything notable?
It's pretty much a standard spear.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, there's nothing, as far as I know, there's nothing special related to the religion, because that's not what the God of Fortune is about.
Okay.
But it's
just her trusty spear. It's got.
It's a little scuffed up because it's been through quite a few battles.
So with that heavy strike, where you hit this undead warrior?
I want to say knee.
Okay, so crashes into it. There'll be that crackle of a frozen knee giving way. It's undead, so it kind of now staggered, but still up, and you'll kind of pull and have to jerk the spear out as you pull back on that shot. It's probably a sound you're not going to forget anytime soon.
Okay, and I'd like to use a quick action to heal myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll your recovery dice. Tallfoot is not injured. Ooh, 16. That's not bad. William Tallfoot on 26.
Well, I will backtrack
Okay.
and go help Winter with this last annoyance.
All right. Go dancing along the edge of that.
What's the escalation die now?
5.
5 plus 1, 6 is what I got. Plus this.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So that is a sneak attack. So you do.
That was the one again that I rolled.
Oh my god.
I give up, guys. I'm
Oh.
just going to stand here and do nothing.
So that's 4 miss damage. Is there anything else bonus on that?
No.
Okay. So you again, the cold is getting to you.
Yeah, I guess.
Frozen Shaman has her line of sight blocked. So she will fire off at Arendelle. Arendelle, what is your MD?
It is right now 17.
17. So you are going to take 5 points psychic damage as the shaman's pain orb comes flying over and strikes you. Shakan.
Right. I'm going to use I whip out my musical instrument and I use my sound burst spell
At the group of enemies over by Micah and Arendelle.
Ah, very nice.
And this is my daily, and it's a 3rd level, so I hope I roll well.
So what do you need? What's the targeting on that?
4 nearby enemies in a group.
Okay, and
Which is
against
probably all of them.
PD
24 versus physical defense.
Oh, versus physical defense. So
hits.
that's going to hit all of them.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
they take
that will kill off the
29
thrall.
thunder damage.
And that will, so close.
Yep. And any it doesn't kill are also dazed.
Okay, so let me put the
Which I believe is -4 to something.
attack and defense, I believe, isn't it?
Yes. Excellent.
Okay. And so put a little base marker on him. And the Demi-White takes 29 as well, right?
Yep.
Boom. Gone.
Shattered by the sound blast.
Absolutely.
Bits of ice spray across the room.
Yeah, the sound. It probably the room echoes and cracks form all over the walls from that shot. The ice shield will go to strike at you, Winter. 7 AC. Will miss on that. You've already used your curse. Frostbeard. He'll make his attack, and then he'll roll the save. He's at -4, so there's always a chance. John, what is your AC?
23.
Please let me crit. That is not a crit. That
No,
is
it's not.
far away from being a crit. It's staggered back, holding itself as the frozen pieces are kind of breaking off from it, and he is still up though. Gray Helm.
All right. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. So, yeah, that's a 33. So, and that's actually within my crit range at this point, so that's doubled. So, that's 30 plus the fire damage, which is 9. So, I did 39 points of damage
So
to him.
you draw back with this axe and you bring it down. He's sort of probably tracery lines of cracks across his frozen armor and skin from that sound blast, and you will hit him, and again he just gives way in a pile of frozen body and ice, and you will hear a woof from behind you, and there'll be a crackle of energy around this circle as something drops.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, here comes the elemental.
And he doesn't go till next round.
Oh, and I do give my battle cry shout. Yeah!
Yeah? Do you yeah?
I do the yeah.
Okay. All right, and the Demawhite's gone, so I can remove him from the initiative order. Arendelle on 3, you will see that barrier drop at the corner of your eye, and you will see this ice elemental rise up.
It obviously looks antagonistic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then I close and engage it.
Okay, so intercept it before it can come out and strike at your friends.
Yes.
All right. AC 21.
All right. 5. So. Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that with my attack re-roll.
Excellent.
Ah.
So that.
Yes.
Okay. Did you roll a 4 or less?
On that second one, yes. I
Okay.
did.
You are weakened.
Okay.
Essentially,
What's
when you
that?
get up close to the cold on this thing, it will wash across you. And weakened as a condition is you are at -4 penalty to attacks and defenses until you do a save.
Okay.
Your missed damage is 3, right?
My missed damage is 3.
Okay.
Do I get a save at the end of this round?
No, because it won't take effect until your next action.
Okay.
Okay. Or what? Essentially, not until your next action you get a chance to save on that.
Right.
All right. The elemental is loose. Irendell went. Escalation die becomes 6, which is the moment that Winter envisioned earlier on in the fight.
So this is all looking familiar to me.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, I forgot that the elemental got loose.
That's when it happens. Okay. Well, Winter is occupied with the ice shield, so Winter is going to use her new trusty spear to take another swipe at the ice shield.
Okay.
Maybe get the other knee.
All right. AC 18.
So here we come. Did it do it? Oh, it must be asking. There it is. The escalation die window is hidden. Come on.
How do you include that in your macros?
Yeah, that's a good question. I was wondering that also because this is the character sheet macro. So a window pops up and then I have to add. So I think a 25 hits. Yes.
Yes, a 25 will hit. And you did 13 points of damage.
Smacking her with the
Using the butt of the spear to knock out her other knee.
That will hit the other knee, and it will fall back and crash and shatter as it hits, falls down into the sort of the slight pit there. And the last ice shield is dead. Do you have any quick actions or things I should know about?
I don't think so at this time.
Okay. William Tallfoot.
We'll see everything go south and pop into shadow again, hoping for maybe a good sneak attack roll someday in the future.
MD is 15.
All right. That I can do.
That will go off, sir. Whoosh, you vanish. The elemental, as a quick action. Let me go and grab that. Where is that? Copy. You will see that appear. And then it's going to take its swipes at you. What is your AC, Irondell?
Because of the weakening, I'm 22.
Yes. First shot will miss. You're going to take 2 points of damage. And then the second shot will miss, and you'll take another 2 points of missed damage. What is up with that? Arendelle, you realize that you're probably the person to engage it. You are the one with at least at this moment with the highest AC, and this thing swings twice with these great ice shard fists as it comes down and looms over you. The frozen shaman
Getting worn down.
will take a shot at Winter. Still furious with her. You have a higher MD than 13, don't you?
It's a 15.
Then again that bolt goes past you. Shakan.
Right. I am at this point hoping to get a song to help Urundel. So I am going to whip out my sword and attack the frozen shaman in melee.
Oh, excellent.
And
She's been hit quite badly already.
excellent. That's just what I wanted to hear.
AC is a 17.
That's a hit.
All
Roll
right.
for 20 points of damage. And that means I can also give the Take Heart battle cry, which means someone who's got an ongoing condition, like Irondell, can roll their save right now.
Roll your save, Irondell.
Oh, darn.
Okay.
Oh, I hit it twice by accident, so the first one failed.
Okay.
I
So
thought you were using your reroll. Never mind.
Yeah, unfortunately, that only works for an attack.
okay. So Winter, you'll see this shaman fire the bolt out of you, and then you'll see Shakan dash across the battlefield and cut down the shaman, and then let out with his take heart. Is a cry or is it start a song? What do you think that looks like?
Well, it's a battle cry, so
Okay.
it's me shouting, "How's that for? That'll take that, Lich King."
All right.
bitch."
All right,
Something
that
equally
reminds
insulting.
me. All right, that's good to know. All right.
That doesn't work if that's the curse dice, because curse dice are 1s and 2s.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to roll
Just
middling.
remind
So that
you.
was the second use of the curse dice. So the curse dice are used up.
Yay!
All right. You evaded the Lich King's dire attentions.
Suck on that, Lich King.
Greyhelm on 12.
That elemental looks dangerous. I think I'm just going to sit back here.
Okay,
No,
going to
just
maneuver into
kidding.
position.
Yeah, I'm going to maneuver in position. I'm going to pull out my pom-poms. All right. Going to step up next to my friend Irondale and give a little smack to this thing.
AC is 21.
Okay. And the die is 5. Oh, 6.
6.
6. So, yeah, that might hit. So,
Okay, so you rolled an 18.
18,
That's a crit with this.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because you get the flaming weapon.
Oh, no. I rolled an 8.
Oh, I thought you rolled an 18.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I did roll. No, it's an 8.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
but
18
he
points
does
of
take
damage? So
takes 24.
24, so that's 27 points of damage. Okay. So you leap down into this, the couple feet down into this pit, and cut into this thing.
Yes.
Frostling will go on next round. Irondell.
Right. With my weakening and it being a high AC, it's pretty hard for me to hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rally, and then I'm going to take my save.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, roll my recovery. Just a standard recovery, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's sad. take that, and then I'll do my save.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh yeah, you'll shake off that cold there from it, and the weakening effect. And you will see essentially there's sort of the ghostly forms in the. Imagine that you've leapt down to this thing, and now there's probably a cold mist up to your knees down in here with the elemental. That frostling has risen up out of it. This thing is huge, and if anything, you thought the room couldn't get colder, but it has. Winter on 27. Might be muted. Chris, think we got you lost. Oh, typing on that. Okay. Okay. Well, we can't hear you apparently. Do you want to do chat for your action? Okay, and then you can work on getting it set. So it looked like essentially the elemental casually sort of summoned it out of the air in the room itself, yes. Okay, so the elemental's PD is a 19. Ooh, that will hit. Is that a critical? Did you roll 20? All right, so 24 points of damage there. Will slam into this. Essentially, the largest of the icicles hanging from the ceiling will smash down into this thing. So 24 plus 27 is 51. It is not yet staggered, but that was a solid hit. William Tallfoot.
I will pop out over here and cross my fingers.
Okay. Escalation die is a 6.
All right. I will do what I can. Can anything bleed? Can you do a bleeding strike?
Yes.
Okay, I can do a bleeding strike then. Oh my gosh.
You will hit.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Okay. And is that doubled?
That is doubled, plus I still get my sneak attack, and it was a 15 rolled, so it's not even, so there's no bleed.
Okay, so tell me what your total damage is then.
Okay, hold on, let me find my sneak attack. +4, 28 times 2, 56.
56 points of damage. This thing, when you slam into it with your blades, you knock it off balance. It is clearly staggered from that shot. Ice goes flying everywhere.
And I've got the fire oil too. I don't know if that actually does anything. I barely hit anything. So,
Let me see. What'd you roll? You rolled a 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't do a crit to it on that as well.
No.
Okay, so you smashed into it and staggered this thing with a powerful blow. The elemental will, let's see, the elemental's going to take a swipe, quick action. I'll do that. So, first, it's going to take one shot on you, Tallfoot.
No, I didn't do anything.
Okay. So, I'm going to do that. This is the first shot. What is your AC?
18.
Okay. So that will hit. It's not an even hit. So you're going to take 14 points of damage.
I will
Roll.
go ahead and roll with that.
Okay.
So I'll take 7.
All right. And the other shot, it's going to take on. Let's see. I think I got to hit Arendelle. She's the first one to come down there. So your AC.
Back to 26.
That will miss. You'll take 2 points of miss damage. You will heal 4 from that. Okay. And the frozen shaman is also dead. I can take him also out of the equation. Shakan. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Let me pause here for a second. Frostling on Greyhelm. I apologize. As it kind of goes to grab you, Greyhelm? What is your AC?
23.
Will miss. Okay, sorry. Now Shakan.
Okay. I'm not engaged. I put the sword away, get out the musical instrument again, and I am going to mock the crap out of that elemental.
All right.
And the Lich King at the same time with this little doohickey. A critical hit versus mental defense, doing 32 points of psychic damage. And next time, assuming it survives, next time it misses anything, it takes half that damage. Half the damage it would have done.
Oh my gosh. It is barely there. You'll see it sway back and forth from that hit. Its mind is shaken. Okay? Just absolutely on its back heel. Greyhelm.
Tops.
Hold on.
Not that it matters, but this is the second round of you've been engaged with it, so now you are vulnerable to its attacks.
Oh, good.
But it may not get one.
Let's see.
AC 21.
Oh, I missed.
Yes.
Hold on here.
Hold on,
Hold on.
I'd like to use a reroll option.
Do you have a reroll option, John?
Oh, he does.
I do because of remember at the beginning I did the foretelling, so it turned out
No!
I told Mike at the beginning of the battle.
Oh, he was going to fight with something that looked really cold but very vague, and I couldn't quite see it. But so when that time comes, instead of fainting right, he needs to faint left, and then he'll strike truer. Ballas will see to it.
All right.
And so he gets a reroll with a +2.
Micah, reroll with +2. You could still crap out.
That isn't very friendly. 1 second, please. Rolling. Now. No, that might hit. In fact, we'll call that a crit.
Boom! So that axe will cleave through this thing. Essentially, so Arendelle leapt in, engaged the elemental, took the hits. Greyhelm joined in. Tallfoot slashed across the back. Shakan then, the song hit this thing, and then Greyhelm goes to pull back, and it's only Winter's advice that gives him the shot that he needs, and he will strike this thing down, and it will drop. It will collapse.
Thank you, Winter.
And it will disappear, as well as the frostlings.
Yes.
And when it does, you'll kind of feel the place shake a little. It's maybe the first time you've kind of felt movement, and you'll kind of feel that something is certainly shifting in the dungeon. That this thing was at the heart of it. Doesn't feel like it's collapsing, but you're a little worried about what's going to happen now because the dungeon was in motion. You're not sure what will occur. So in the aftermath, what do you immediately wish to do? Arendelle, let's start with you.
Well, I'm going to start searching around for anything of importance. Obviously, Frostbeard had a weapon. I want to investigate that. We felt a malevolence from it, so I want to take a look at what it is.
Okay, so you will leap up and check that out. It is a black onyx spear, and it definitely feels like an object of the Lich King. You have the sense that it is a weapon made to kill something potent, more potent than this elemental, and raise it when it's killed.
All right, so this is obviously an evil artifact of some type. So, do I think I can safely recover it to? Obviously, I'd love to destroy it, but I don't think I probably have the capability to do that here.
Not right here, but
could I carry it safely? Safely, do I believe? Can I make a check to see if I know?
I think I'm going to say that you could. Between you and Winter here, two potent divine figures, the two of you can safely conceal that and get it wrapped.
Okay, that's what I'm going to start doing. Is basically warping ourselves against it and wrapping it.
Okay. What about you, Winter?
So, can I before Arendelle puts it away, can I try and identify it to see if I know specifically what it is, more than just what it does, but what the history on it?
Certainly. Go ahead and make your knowledge check.
Okay, using her, having been in the Citadel archives, hoping that she recognizes what it might be. Where did that? There we
go. This is a very obscure thing. It definitely is kind of a I won't say legendary object, but there's clearly something significant about its being made of onyx, and you suspect that it's been corrupted by the Lich King. I can't remember if your natural 20 knowledge check thing is a daily or a per session.
Also, it's once per day.
Okay, so the nature of this thing, that it's onyx, is significant. It's old, it's potent, and the Lich King has corrupted this thing. William Tallfoot.
Well, I don't know anything about onyx spears. I'm just looking around in general for anything that looks either interesting or important to figure out what exactly they were doing. So, especially on Grey Helms, Shattered, is there anything else? Or Frost Helms? Was there anything else, information?
You will, on your action, kind of go over and check his body, and you'll see some diagrams, some scroll cases. Some of it reminds you of the well ceremony stuff. Written in a steady hand. You have the sense that these are instructions that were given. You will see there's another set of diagrams that don't look like the magical sigils you saw at the stead, but seem to be something else. And you can see that there's like a symbol, you guess, that they have to do, and the spear seems to be tied to that.
But there's no indication of what they were attempting to kill, take, or anything else?
No, not at least at this sort of cursory glance that you get. The other thing you will see is he does have a set of notes and sketches. Looks like reports, observations that seem to refer to that monastery that you guys were going to investigate. And it essentially mentions bandits having been near there. It mentions having seen harpies in the area. And there's notes essentially that suggest that the Diabolist is involved and that they were also working towards the same goal as these Orndarks were, but a rivalry.
Okay.
And there's definitely some sketches of the monastery that'll give you some information for later, okay?
Got it.
What about you, Shakan?
I'm going to have a quick peek in the room right behind me.
Okay.
See if there's anything interesting in there.
It does look like there are some treasure chests in there.
Ooh. Quick look to see if there's anything magical that we can take that's quick.
It does look like there are a couple of items in there. There is a helm.
Don't explain. I'll just grab them and take them out.
Got him. All right.
And emerge back out here, and maybe get as far across to here to have a look in the other rooms.
Okay. Well,
you'll allow me to.
Well, that's going to do that. Let's just go to Greyhelm now. Greyhelm, what do you want to do?
Okay, Greyhelm, after he gets done killing the elemental, will kind of sit back on the wall of the shallow pit here. I actually take off my helm, put away my axe, and I look at my hands. And when you guys were kind of walking by, you see that there's scorches all over my hands. And
oh yeah.
I basically rally to deal a recovery because I've taken over 30 hit points just of my own damage.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that the fire does half that damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, ouch.
Nice. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, I didn't, unfortunately.
So the place is you feel shaky, and in the distance, probably from that well, you will hear a deep growl in the distance, like some great beast awakening.
Perhaps a dragon?
Crap.
You guys, the group will move. So Shakan, you'll check that other room. And I'll assume that everyone else kind of follows up. You will see that on the wall of the room here, sort of at this sort of apex point, they've moved things away, and they have in blood drawn a great sigil. It almost looks like kind of a target thing, and they have some kind of stand that. Based on the diagrams that Tallfoot had, it looked like they were going to put the spear on a stand here, and the tip of it was going to go to the wall, essentially like they were trying to make the dungeon itself into some kind of weapon that it would impact, and this spear would go in and kill something.
Well, perhaps that is the heart of the dungeon behind that wall.
Well, the heart of the dungeon has already been destroyed.
Oh.
That was the elemental.
So they were moving the entire dungeon with the spear as a ramming device.
Yes, essentially, it looks like the movement of the dungeon itself was intended to channel the power to give it what it needed for that spear to kill whatever it ran into.
That can't be good. Would you need to throw a dungeon at something? Not a good plan.
And Shakan, the next room is probably another set of stairs going up another direction. but nothing, no treasure or anything unusual there.
But there are
Doors going out of that room, correct?
No, actually, I should have marked that out. That should be a solid wall there. Thank you.
So, if we go back without passing through the dragon, which was on the other side of that, or back the way we came, I guess I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was going to suggest we not go back the way we came, but go out the way our enemies came in. Because there's only
But don't we
one...
still have to backtrack in order to get there?
No, they came in this staircase.
Yes, they came in a different staircase than you guys did.
We came down this one, which leads back the way we came, and we climbed up the pit, which would go back to where the dragon is.
Right.
But they came the other way through the other door, which I'm guessing is a faster way in or an easier way in than the way we came. But it does end at a door that we know is closed, but which hopefully will open when we get there from the inside.
What about
That's
that
just my
dragon?
guess. Well, that isn't the way we're going. The dragon is this way
I
and
know.
this way.
But do we have to worry about the dragon going to eat the town folk?
Worry about that later. I think we should get out of here fast.
I think stopping the dungeon was our main objective, and I think
In
we've
case
done
the
that.
dungeon decides that since we killed its heart, is it going to stop? Is it going to dive? Is it going to sink into the ground further than it is? I don't know.
So, all of
Never
you
be-
will
But they...
will gather yourselves together, even as you kind of feel that shift as cracks are forming throughout here, and you will make your way up, backtracking the way that these undead, these unholy, came down, and so I'm going to have each of you make, let's say, this seems like a dexterity or intelligence check for essentially, imagine the sort of the climbing, escaping, rapidly moving through this dungeon. Walls are shifting, great blasts of ice in places, things are twisting. So let's start with Irindel.
Great, my two best stats.
Okay.
Let's see. So I'm going to use my Hellhole Commando.
That
to
sounds
do
good.
This. That's about as appropriate as it gets. So, yeah.
All right. So how many recoveries do you have left right now?
I have 4 recoveries left.
So right now you have 2 then, and you lose something. What gets lost? What gets dropped?
I lose my crossbow.
Okay. So essentially you get trapped at some point, and the walls are coming in, and the stiffness of it kind of catches the crossbow, and it's ripped off, and it'll fall down a chasm. Let's go then with Tallfoot.
Well, you can never keep a good burglar down.
All right.
I don't get stuck.
That's what you say. All right. A 20 is enough, but kind of just barely, as you're kind of having to scramble through places. You're keeping an eye out for traps. Most of them are being set off by the very nature of the dungeon changing and shifting. Almost feels like it's kind of breaking apart. Maybe some of it kind of falling, and some of it down into the earth, and some of it kind of rising or getting set in there. But you will come out of that safely. Shikan.
Okay, I'm just going to use my Islander scrambling around things background, since parties and songs don't really seem to matter
Yep.
at this point. And dexterity,
Wait,
you said?
Dexterity
You're
or
saying this isn't a
intelligence?
party, Shakan?
Not really. 18.
So you will lose something, Shikan.
Okay.
What do you lose?
I'm going to lose my expensive clothing,
Okay.
perhaps, or something. Do you want something more mechanically interesting? I have.
It's essentially it tears your
Yep.
clothing apart as you're going through here, get ripped and torn.
Yep.
Okay. Perhaps at some point there is a spillage of a melt, and some of the great sort of frozen mud will splash over you, and you look bedraggled, like you've never looked before.
It's terrible.
And Greyhelm? All right. John, do you have any background you're going to be applying to that?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So, what do you lose?
You haven't added your level either.
Oh.
Should have.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that would actually be a, what is it, third. So, yeah, that'd be a 24.
So, you actually, I imagine that your approach is much more kind of battering ram to get through this. You did serve with the Crusaders, so you have a little bit of experience in the wilds, and you kind of pushing your way as things fall. Your helm, things are going to bounce off of that, ringing in your ears, but you will keep yourself together. Winter.
Ooh.
All right. So, Winter, what do you lose?
All hope.
Okay.
Let's see. Of the things I picked up, I'm going to say that in the scramble, I drop and it breaks the advanced level healing potion.
Okay. Awesome.
You knew that would make him happy.
So you will, you guys will make your way through these tunnels desperately up. You'll get to sort of the top. You'll see that the ground has split open. You will climb out of that. You are still a distance away from the city. You can see the city and the lights of it. Torches, as clearly the Hobbit tracker that you sent has cleared the town as best he could. You can see the mountain behind it that it's resting on there. Spot that in the distance. And you guys will rise up out of this, clamber up. The ground is rolling around you. And you can kind of feel the shifting as you will, there's the green screen behind you as you guys are pulling each other away from the collapse behind. And you will then see a section kind of tear open that gives way, and you will see this white dragon pull itself out and looks and probably sees you five, and then it will take off. As I mentioned before, white dragons tend to be very self-protective, and this thing has clearly woken up from a magically induced slumber. It's clawed its way up, and it will spread its wings and take off in the opposite direction of the town.
Cool.
One less thing to worry about.
And you will, all of you will gather yourselves and head back to Denmaryk. Bloodied, damaged, the clothing torn, mud, gear collected, and you will head back. The villagers have seen in the distance that motion, so they know that something strange was going on. There's sort of the scattered remnants of the Fate Flame household that were dragged here, and they will provide you clothing. There will be a great meal that's brought out for you, and everyone wants to know the story. They want Shakan to play, and everyone will get a full rest.
Oh, good.
Finally.
Does that mean we heal all the way as well?
Yes, full rest. Return recoveries, return healing, all of that. All right. And I think that's actually where we're going to start up for today. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're at a good stopping point. I don't want to add on
Fine with that.
more stuff. We'll start out with the celebrations at town next time, with the looking over the documents, with the full heal, and because I am a generous soul and because it's a short campaign, everyone may level up to 4.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Lowell, can we take a look at the magic items before we stop?
Absolutely. And you can decide whether you want to sell them or divvy them out or how you wish to deal with them. So, let me tell you what the box with the pull string is.
Okay.
When activated, it will come open and it will create essentially a 10-foot or maybe a little bit larger canvas balloon. And there's a basket below it. It will float upwards. And it can carry up to 6 people in it. And the other thing about it is when it's activated, it can actually move through solid things.
You know, we could have taken that right out of the dungeon.
Yes. That is a... to recharge that is a 16 plus. And it actually takes about an hour to kind of repack it to recharge it.
And how long can it work?
It will work for about 8 hours. You can control essentially rising and falling, but not direction once you use it. I imagine also that the people in town are giving you various salves and balms for your frostbite and cracked lips and places where you've got your nose has been frozen up, all of that cold there. There are, let me see here, 4 other items in the kit here. One is a opal necklace, +1 PD. It gives you immunity to cold and resist cold 11 plus. That's one. Second is a Soul Shield helm. It's +1 magic defense or mental defense. +2.
Did you say? Sorry, Lowell. Did you say a social helm?
Soul Shield. Yeah, God, that was a terrible word to say outside. It's like seashells by the seashore. Soul Shield helm. It's +1 mental defense, +2 mental defense versus demons.
Sounds like the perfect thing for our paladin.
No one else wants it, I'll take it.
I'm attached to my helm.
Okay.
Ah,
The next thing is a holy symbol. It's essentially +1 with divine attacks. Usual thing with the symbols. And when you get a chance to do kind of a quick rest to catch your breath, you can regain a daily adventure level spell.
Okay, if nobody objects, I'll take that one. I don't
Sounds
expect
good.
anybody to object, but
And the last thing is a long blade. It can be used as a sword or a dagger, however you wish to do it. It is +2/+2. And it is a vanity weapon. If you're the only one engaged with a foe, you get to do an extra 2d6 damage.
If no one else wants that, I'll have it.
It's not a bad idea. We've seen you go toe to toe with things by yourself. So
Lowell,
yes,
the Soul Shield helm, if I were to wear it, that'll make 5 magic items for me, including my longsword +1. So would that change out from the Spymaster's Cloak, the quirk, or how would that?
yeah. Well, actually, you then would have 2 quirks if you're
Even though I'm only 1 over, I still suffer quirks from both of them.
I think. Well, let me check on that. Remind me to check on that, and I'll get back to you on that next time. How does that
Okay.
sound?
That sounds great.
Okay. So we'll go to 4th level. Items we can talk about divvying up. The next time we are playing is the 16th. That is in 7 days. Any questions?
Yeah, does anybody mind if I take that necklace? Obviously, cold wasn't working for me. Unless somebody wants it, I really don't care that much.
go for it.
All right.
And so does that mean is whoever's carrying the box with the pull string that turns into a balloon, then that counts as one of the
Does not count as one of your items towards your sort of chakras and carrying capacity, but it is a thing you can't use on the fly. You have to kind of get it out from your pack and activate it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it takes a while to activate.
When you activate it, it will take a couple of minutes to inflate.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? All right, I'm going to stop the recording, and we will take up with this in 1 week.